Hi, welcome to Linköping University, also known as LIU. Today I'm standing outside of Studenthuset, one of the main buildings here at Campus Valla. Studenthuset is a student hub with all services available. It's also usually the first stop for all new incoming students. And inside here you have an info center, the main reception desk where you can ask all kinds of questions. You have info centers on all campuses at LIU, but this one in Studenthuset is where you collect your keys if you rent accommodation here in Linköping. LIU have agreement with different accommodation providers, Studentbostäder in Linköping and Studentbo in Norrköping. And if you rent your accommodation in Norrköping, you pick up your key directly from Studentbo after first registering at the info center in Norrköping. If you don't have any accommodation through LIU and have nowhere else to stay, the student organization Combo might be able to help you with an emergency housing before you find something permanent. You can find the contact details on the screen. Now let's go inside Studenthuset and have a look. Come with me. This is the ground floor of Studenthuset, but the building actually contains 7 different floors. And up here you have the library, and also you have the student healthcare center and other services. And down here you can see that there is the info center desk. During arrival period, you will first register with the international office before going to the info center to pick up your LIU ID, your LIU card, and of course also your accommodation keys if you rent accommodation through LIU. Make sure you have your passport and contract ready before going up to the info center desk. You can collect the key during office hours, but in arrival days in August and January, they have extended opening hours. Please check the website for more information. When you receive your keys, you will also sign a key contract. This contract will state how many keys and key tags you have been given. Info Center will keep the signed contract, and if needed, you can receive a copy. After receiving keys and other useful information, it's time to head to your accommodation. LIU offers accommodation in several locations, such as Ryd, Valla, Flamman. In Norrköping, LIU offers accommodation near campus in the center of Norrköping. The best way to get around is by bike, and the accommodations are only a couple of kilometers away from Campus Valla and Campus US here in Linköping. And it's a great way to get exercise too. I will show you 2 accommodation types in the largest accommodation area, called Ryd, and also how to get there by bike. And you can't forget your helmet. Now we're going to look at some of the available student accommodation here in Ryd. These rooms are typical rooms offered in all accommodation areas when you rent through LIU. Come on, let's go! Now we are outside a typical corridor building. And on your keys you have these key tags you can use to enter the building as well as the laundry room. Just place the tag on the box next to the door and the door will be unlocked. If you happen to lose your tag, you can get a new one for a small fee at Studentbostäder. This is what a typical corridor looks like. In every corridor it lives up to 8 students, both Swedish and internationals, with their own bathroom in each room, but with a shared kitchen and living area. Students living in these corridors are responsible for cleaning the shared areas, so the condition can differ a bit. If you notice issues with the cleaning standard, or if anything is broken, such as the fridge, vacuum cleaner or stove, you should contact the accommodation provider and they will be able to assist you. Small fixes such as a broken light bulb is a student's responsibility. The accommodation provider's contact details are Studentbostäder and Studentbo in Norrköping. As a student, you can rent either a corridor room or a room with its own kitchenette, called the pantry room. You cannot select what type of room you prefer, as LIU have many international students wanting accommodation. If you decline your offer, you will not receive another one. This is also the case if you are not satisfied with the location of your accommodation. All costs such as heating, electricity, internet and final cleaning is included in your monthly rent. Please make sure you either bring a router from your home country for the internet, or you can of course purchase a router when you arrive. The internet provider is called Utsikt, so if you have any issues with your internet, please contact them. Sometimes you may also have post in the letterbox to a former tenant. If that is the case, just make a cross over the address field and write "Return to sender" and place in the closest yellow letterbox. If If you do any online shopping or expecting to receive parcels, you will receive a notice in your letterbox when and where you can collect the item. Normally, it will be at a nearby supermarket or news agency, depending on what type of room you receive and the accommodation provider you get allocated to. Summer furniture and utensils will be included in your accommodation. Check the website for program students or the website for exchange students to find more information about your accommodation. Please note, items such as bedding, pillows and blankets must be purchased and is not included in the accommodation. If you're looking to purchase more furniture, internet routers or other goods, please check out LIU Student Second-Hand. By purchasing second-hand, you're also doing a good deed for the environment. To use the laundry room, sauna, guest room and other services available to you as a tenant, you need to book it in advance. Please contact your accommodation providers as the systems are different between each provider. In Sweden, we are big advocates for recycling and we recommend you do the same. A good idea is to ask your fellow corridor mates on tips on how to recycle. Now we're seeing some accommodation available here in Ryd as well as other facilities. Now it's time to head back to LIU and Campus Valla to see where you can drop off your keys. To cancel your accommodation earlier than what is stated in your housing contract, please contact housing@liu.se to find out more. Please note that a certain cancellation period applies, so make sure to give your notice well in advance. When you hand back your keys, you can either give them back to the info center during opening hours or drop them off in the letterbox outside the entrance to the D building. This may be a good option if you leave on a weekend or late at night. Remember to place your keys in an envelope with the address clearly stated, as it otherwise will be difficult to know where the keys lead to. In Norrköping, you will drop the keys to Studentbo or the inspector who will inspect your accommodation before departure. I hope this information has been useful to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact housing@liu.se. See you at LIU!